Hi Stampers, I'm Meg from Loven Stamps, and I have a really sweet Stamps the Mail Club project to share with you. It's a little mini purse photo album, so when you open it up, then all of the pockets are inside for adding in your little pictures. They pull out on little cards like this, and this would be a great thing for a birthday card for a special friend, or just like little pictures from a trip you took, all kinds of fun things, memories and so forth. You could even put little greetings instead of pictures in each of the pockets if you had somebody you wanted to send a special message to. So let me give you the information details for making this great project, and we'll get stamping. Alright, so you can get your directions out, and the pictures are in here for putting this project together. The pieces are all cut and scored and ready for you, so you can go ahead and pull these babies out. There's a lot of little pieces to this project, so be careful when you pull stuff out not to have things go flying. Alright, so our base of our project is this piece of Whisper White cardstock. It is 4 inches by 12 inches, and it is scored for you at 1.5 inches, 5.5 inches, 6 3/4 inches, and 8 inches. So basically we have a 1.5 inch piece here, a 1 1/4, a 1 1/4, and then 2 4x4 places. So this is going to be folded sort of in a V fold in the middle, so we have sort of that W shape, and then this piece is going to snap around the front like that. So that gives us the basic shape of our album. The pieces to go on the front, there are a number of different pieces of the Everyday Chic Designer Series paper, and there are 3 pieces of those narrow ones. So just make sure again that, or 4 pieces actually, just make sure again that you have the right ones for this one's got like extra in it. Woohoo, bonus. Make sure you have the right ones for the 1.5 inch portion, because the smaller ones are going to fit here in the inside parts. Okay, so for the front, I'm going to grab these 2 pieces here. I'm going to grab the mask that was included with the Stamps in the Mail Club kit. This is a piece of the backing paper from Designer Series paper packages, and I just like it because it's a great way to make a sturdy cardstock mask to be able to use in your projects. So I'm going to do the same technique here that we used on one of our earlier Stamps in the Mail Club cards. I'm going to be a little bit heavier handed though with my ink, because I want it really to show nicely on our project here. So I'm going to go ahead and ink in Bermuda Bay by sponging in the background. The sponge is with your Stamps in the Mail Club kit. Don't forget to cut it into smaller pieces. It's a pretty big chunk when you open your package, so it only needs a tiny bit for your projects. Alright, so that gives us our Bermuda Bay background, and then I'm going to open this up, and we have kind of a subtle effect. I'm going to just add the crushed curry in to get it in about the same place as the first one that I did, so that I can continue the pattern on the front of our purse. So when you close your purse album, you still see that same Bermuda Bay and crushed curry effect. So I'll take my crushed curry and fill that in again. Alright, and that just breaks up some of that real stark black and white kind of pattern. You can do this on the inside of your album if you want to, but I did mine just on the front. So this piece here goes on the cover. Oh, my snail ran out. That's fine. I've got fast fuse handy. I like fast fuse for this anyway, because it's a piece that's going to use it's going to get a fair amount of wear and tear as people open and close your cute album. So that's going to be there on the front, and then this piece is going to fold down. So I'm going to add our slip here on our purse flap, and let's see. That fast fuse wants to grab, doesn't it? Oh, don't grab, don't grab. Now you'll notice, I'll give you a hint. When it did grab, I didn't try to peel back, because what that does is it breaks all the fibers in your paper. You're much better off to try and pull the pieces against each other or twist, because what that does is it shears the adhesive instead of damaging your cardstock. So then nobody really knows, unless you just put it on your YouTube channel as part of a video tutorial, that you had to take their card apart. Alright, so that is going to give us the front of our project. Now on the front you also have this one, which I've pre-punched and set up here, and a Whisper White circle. There it is. And this is going to be our buckle. or you can use the Bermuda Bay one if you like, whatever makes you happy, really. So I'm going to grab the You Brighten My Day stamp here and go ahead and ink that and stamp here in Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to show you how you're going to turn these two pieces into a buckle. So when you put your dimensional on with You Brighten My Day, make sure that it goes sort of down towards the bottom. And then go ahead and close this up. I'm just going to fold this in so that it sets where I want it. And I'm going to put these two pieces together, okay? See how that works? They're not glued together, they're just sort of attached to each other, so that when I attach my shine here, which is on a Stampin' Dimensional, then I can slide this You Brighten My Day element up next to it, so it keeps that from popping open. See how that works? So the two pieces tuck against each other so that that holds the purse shut. Okay. Pretty cool. All right, next thing, you have a cute piece of the Bermuda Bay ribbon here, and this one is going to be our purse handle. So you're actually going to need this for a couple of different things. You're going to need it for two of the tag pullouts, which are going to be just little short elements. So those tag pullouts, I'd say probably about 2 inches, because you're going to tie them with a baker's twine. And then you're going to use the remainder part here for your purse string. And you don't want this to be too long. If it's too long, it'll flop over and it doesn't have that cute purse look. But let me show you how I did that. If you have a hole punch handy, you can use your hole punch, or you could use scissors and cut just little diamond shapes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch right on the edge of my project right there. See how there's a little notch out of it? So with the flap closed, take that little notch out, because then when you open it, you have a cute little hole. So again, you could just use your scissors and cut little V's in there, and that would end up being a cute hole. And then pull your ribbon through. This 1/8 inch stitched ribbon is so cute. And again, you don't want more than just a few inches, or your handle will flap over and it's just not quite as clever, cute looking. Alright, and then on the inside, you don't need to worry about having ribbon to tie or anything, because what you're going to do is go ahead and use your fast fuse or something strong adhesive, tear tape, and you're going to press the ribbon right into that, and that is going to hold the top of our purse. So there we have the front of our purse all set. I just realized I shouldn't have closed that because I have loose adhesive inside. Alright, for the inside, you have two larger squares of 3 and 3/4, yep, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 each, and you can decide which you want. I like one, maybe one light, whew, my counter's falling apart, one light and one dark, and your patterns may vary from the ones that are shown here, but let's see, we'll do the heart one here, and this mats and covers up our ribbon, helps to trap that in place, and then we'll do this one over here to fill in this spot, and this gives us just a nice background, because when you pull your cards out, you want the background to be kind of cute. There are 2 strips of paper here that are used for the smaller one. Remember I said make sure you use your small, and I think I'm going to alternate dark and then light. So we'll layer this here and this one here. And then our final one that's a little bit wider, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, I like the flowers. I'm going to go ahead and layer this one here on the first flap. So that one fits right there. Okay, so there's the inside of our project. The next thing I'm going to do is start to decorate. There are these little cards here and these Bermuda Bay pieces. So these are 3 inches wide by 3.5 inches tall. Okay, and then I just took a 2.5 inch circle punch and slid it all the way up and stuck that down. And you'll notice that there are just slightly different sizes at the top and the bottom of the circle places. So when you're adding these, you want to make sure, oh, I better stamp first, but you want to make sure that you are keeping your adhesive very close to the edge. So we'll do Bermuda Bay. I'm just going to add some circles to one of them, and then let's see, we'll do little X's on the other one. So I'm doing some stamping here. And then here's what I was talking about with the adhesive. Try to keep your adhesive very close to the edge of your pocket because you don't want to create a problem where your pockets don't actually slide in. And these are going to not be centered because you want some space for your card to be able to slide like this. They are pushed in towards that side. Okay, same thing, adhesive on the very edge. Don't go into the center too much, and set this. The other thing you can do is you can even take your yellow crushed curry cardstock and sort of hold it there underneath. It's not going to stick because, well, that would be bad. But when you press your Bermuda Bay down, it'll just create just a little extra pocket of space so that your card will flow freely back and forth. Okay. So back to our cute cards. These have some embellishments coming. And for these, we need those two little pieces. Remember I said no more than like 2 inches of the ribbon. We need our baker's twine. And then I need the stamp with the polka dots here. This baby from Starburst or Sunburst Sayings. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp right there at the very edge of our card. So these I said are 2.5 inches wide. So what I would put on here is a 2.5 by 2.5 inch picture, and then grab your hole punch, or again you could use a pokey tool or something. You just need a little tiny hole in the center of each card, plus or minus. I don't know. I'm not big on measuring. I suppose if you wanted to measure half of 2.5 would be 1.25 inches. So you can make a mark and punch it if you want to. But like I said, you just want a very small bit of this. I'm going to cut my baker's twine in half and then go ahead and I like to use a 3rd finger there to hold my ribbon in place. Or you could just have a friend stamp with you and have your friend hold the ribbon in place. And go ahead and tie that. Now, this is a cute bow. It's fine, but it's cuter if you pull it tight so that you have just the cute sized little ribbon ends showing. And then this piece slides nicely into our pocket. And it's just exactly the same size as the circle, so we'll get that centered right there. You're going to do the same thing on this side. There are sequins. Where'd they go? Sequins here and a variety of extra circle-y pieces that you can stamp on and pop up around your frame. The sequins, my favorite way to attach is to go ahead and just pull them off, and then I like to pop them on the bottom of my adhesive and then stick them down from there. So good technique. And when you have your finished book, then you have your pieces here. You can punch out some extra circles if you have some circles at home to add. You can add as many embellishments as you want to this. So there are our fun little cards with our neat little book. You could even put pictures on the back of your cards. You don't have to limit yourself to just the front. I did because I didn't have more pictures handy, but you get the idea. So again, with our finished pieces, that is our finished purse book. So all kinds of fun with Stamps the Mail Club this month. I hope you've had a good time with our projects. If you would like to request your kit, you can do that. These pictures are actually from a trip to St. George, Utah that I took with Stampin' Up. It's one of my favorite places to go. It's absolutely beautiful. If you like to be outdoors, St. George is a great place to go. This is at Zion National Park on a day when it was raining and this like water was crazy high later, so you just never know. And then this one is a little bit outside St. George, a place called White Rocks that's part of St. George, part of, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it now. I'll leave it in the bottom of the text on my YouTube video, but great place. All kinds of neat things to do outdoors there. So anyway, back to stamping. If you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to request a kit, you can do that on my website. Thanks so much for, oh, Snow Canyon. It's Snow Canyon State Park outside St. George, one of my favorite places to go. All right. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave me a like if you enjoyed this video and you like the project. Thanks so much. Happy stamping.